What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope y'all are having an absolutely incredible day. I know I am. If you're having an incredible day, I'm gonna ask you to press the like button, just slap it, touch it, caress it gently, hold its face and look into its eyes, and as you gaze into its eyes, envision a future, a life, a family, kids, and then press the like button. Yeah, do that. Yep, thank you. I'm Scrubby, the Storytime guy. Hope everybody's having an absolutely amazing day, as I've already said. Today we're gonna be talking about the ultimate gaming virgin, the type of kid that just smells like Mountain Dew and BO on a daily basis. So I was sitting next to this kid in class when I was about a 10th grader, and sitting next to him was not a pleasant experience because he just smelled like degrading muscle, BO, and Mountain Dew. That's no exaggeration. In fact, I'm pretty sure this kid had a diet that consisted of Mountain Dew and Cheetos. Like nothing else was ever inside of his body. Or Doritos, maybe he'd switch it up a little bit. Slightly more nutritional, a corn chip versus that old school Cheeto method, But regardless, sitting next to this kid was basically torture because he smelled like actual diarrhea. But nonetheless, I would try to have conversations with him, try to have just normal talks, just try to understand what this kid was like. I could tell he didn't have many friends, not many people were very nice to him because he smelt weird and he was weird, but I was trying my best to be a good person, give him a friend, give him somebody to talk to, because that's the type of person I am. And this guy, I would try to have conversations with him, and I swear to you, he could not talk like a normal person. He was actually a sociopath, okay? Like, I'd be like, hey man, what's your favorite video game? And he'd be like, Call of Duty. I love watching the bodies pile up in the side as I slowly increase my kill streak with my weapons. And I'd be like, all right, man, the weather outside is nice, isn't it? And he'd be like, yes, but what's nicer is the rain that pours over me as I rain bullets onto my enemies. And I was like, all right, dude, listen, Call of Duty's not real, all right? I know you're really into it, and that's cool, man. Everybody has something they're into, but maybe you would have more friends if you wouldn't talk about how much you enjoy killing virtual people. It's crazy, I know, but trust me, people would definitely like you more if you didn't come off like a crazy person who was gonna wear a trench coat and walk up into school, all right? Just a wild idea, maybe chillax with the video game references. But, I've still felt bad for the kid, okay? I don't like seeing people get made fun of and bullied that I feel like don't deserve, and I feel like the kid just had bad luck. I love video games. I can get a little into them sometimes. I'm never walking around school being like, I'm Spyro the Dragon, let me touch your eggs. But regardless, maybe he's just really into video games. So I would have his back. And one day, people were messing with him, giving him a hard time, making fun of him in class. So I tried to be a good friend, and I was like, hey guys, come on, like, back off. It's really not that big of a deal. Just leave him alone. You just kind of look rude. Like, the kid's not bothering anybody. Just give him some space. Leave him alone. It's not that big of a deal, right? I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to put my neck on the line to defend this kid. I really didn't. And of course, this kid, instead of being like, oh, Ryan, thank you. You were a good friend and defended me from bullying because they were making fun of me for the fact that I'm weird, cause I'm weird. No. Instead of being grateful or like, not even grateful, I'm not expecting him to kiss the ground I walk on and be like, Scrubby, you are the greatest man to ever exist. But maybe just a thanks, man, or like, I don't know, not insulting me. This kid looks at the people that are making fun of him and like, yeah, back off, or my Chad beta male over here with a low IQ is gonna fight you. And I was like, what? What did you just call me, dude? What? And he looks at me and goes, honestly, man, I don't need your white knight support coming in here trying to save me. I could take all of them. And I'm like, bro, I was just trying to have your back. I was trying to be nice to you. You're weird, Like, what do you mean beta male? And he's like, oh yeah, you think you're so slick and you're so smart. Listen, when you have a high IQ like me, you see right through people manipulating you. And I'm like, what do you mean manipulating you, bro? I've taken a social hit since I've tried to stand up for you. You really think I'm trying to manipulate you? What am I gonna get out of you, dude? Free copies of the next Call of Duty? So I guess this guy who I had been standing up for and trying to be friends with, the kid that was telling me that his favorite part of video games is stacking up dead bodies, thought that I was lesser than him and not as smart. Like, this guy was the embodiment, all right, of BO smelling, Cheeto having, Rick and Morty fan, all right? Like, you have to have a super high IQ to love Rick and Morty. That was this kid. I'm not even kidding you. His favorite shows, he would make these references that he thought were really slick and they just weren't. I don't consider myself an incredibly smart guy, all right? I think I'm pretty normal of the road, but I do like philosophy. I think it's fun. I think it's entertaining. Then he would quote people on stuff that they said that they just never said, and I would never say anything because, I don't know, that's just awkward to be like, actually, like, no one wants to be that guy. But regardless, this kid thought he was smarter than me. This is the kid that couldn't even pass, like, computer literacy class. I don't know why he thought that I was lesser than him, whatever. I was just trying to be a good friend. But nonetheless, ultimate gaming virgin over here definitely is sitting there like, oh, yeah, you're not a real friend, man. You're not, like, you're just a manipulative. I own you, like, I've manipulated your brainwaves. He's going off about how he's manipulated me into having his back and how basically I work for him. And I'm like, what? are you talking about, bro? You are actually nuts. I'm not your friend anymore. Good luck. Hopefully people bully you because you deserve it a little bit. So of course, after that, me and him, I'm like, yeah, we're not friends anymore, bro. So the next day I come into class and he walks up to me and he goes, I'm sorry. And I'm like, nah. You went on a giant rant yesterday about how you've manipulated me and how you actually don't care about anyone but yourself and you're not interested in like having relationships with people because people are tools that can be manipulated and used. And then you're always talking about weird stuff with video games. We were not really friends in the first place, dude. I put my neck out for you to try to be a good friend and make sure that you wouldn't get bullied all the time. And you like said that to me. You understand? You don't get to backstab me, make me look stupid when I'm trying to help you, and then come in, oh, I'm sorry. Not to mention, call me crazy here, if you go on a giant rant about how you manipulate everybody to get what you want, and then apologize to try to get what you want, it definitely doesn't make you look too good. It doesn't make me trust you. None of this is making me be like, maybe this guy really is a good guy. Maybe I was a little bit too hard on him. No, it's the exact opposite. I think you're a crazy person because you're probably a crazy person. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's probably a sociopathic kid that wears trench coats to high school, all right? Let's be honest here. Call it as you see it. Don't be afraid to call people out for what they are. So basically, after I tell him that I'm not gonna believe him, like I'm not gonna be his friend again, he's admitted to trying to be manipulative and I just don't mess with that, he gets angry at me and is like, what do you mean you're not gonna be my friend again? And I'm like, exactly what you mean? He goes, well, I wasn't sorry anyways. I'm like, exactly. You don't try to get away with something and then like not get away with it and be like, well, I was trying to do it all along. I knew you were trying to manipulate me to be your friend. I knew what you were trying to do and it didn't work, dude. So he admits that he's trying to manipulate me. Crazy gamey guy. Just still smells terrible, by the way. So I give him some advice. I'm like, look, dude, I don't have any hard feelings. I don't like you anymore. We're not friends. Just some advice. If you showered a little bit and didn't sound like a sociopath whenever you talked, you might have more friends. And he's like, I don't need simpleton friends that live a normal life, for I am above them. Like, went on this big rant basically about how he looks up to the Joker and whatever. Just the typical cringy edgelord that thought, that I play video games, so I'm hyper intelligent. Whatever, on and on about how he's proud to be a sociopath and people are his puppets. And I was like, yeah, this is why no one likes you. This is why no one likes you. This is why you couldn't get a date to homecoming. This is why you can't get a date. This is why you can't, you have to eat lunch alone because you're crazy and no one likes you, all right? Because you're actually nuts. I'm sorry that I ever tried to be friendly with you, that I ever tried to be your friend. It was a mistake. But regardless, Smelly guy for the rest of the year would just give me dirty looks and, scowl at me all the time, and just do these weird things, make finger guns and, pew pew at me. And, trust me, there was a couple times I was like, oh, if anything goes down, I'm definitely on the list. But, regardless, guys, moral of the story, you can be nice to people, definitely advocate. If there's someone in your class who's weird or gets made fun of a lot, try to be their friend. But at the same time, don't ignore super obvious red flags. It was pretty obvious that this guy was mentally unhinged and crazy and just there was a reason nobody wanted to hang out with him. And at the time, I was just really trying to be nice, but sometimes it's okay to not want to talk to toxic people. If they're toxic and talking about how they want to stack up bodies and how they're a genius and manipulative, probably okay and perfectly acceptable to cut them off because they're definitely psycho and they're definitely willing to screw you over at a moment's notice. Also, I don't know why people don't shower, dude. This kid actually smelled so bad. I really don't understand how people don't notice they smell bad. If every time you walk down the hallway, people plug their nose at the stench of your body, you probably should, not smell that bad anymore. It's not hard. Maybe don't just stink so disgustingly. It's not rocket science. Wait, you guys have had puberty for 4 years now. Just put shower. It's not hard. I don't understand how kids stink so bad. It's really not difficult to stay clean, And it's not one of those things where you stink once a week. If you always stink, do you not know? Do you just not own soap? Are you part of that cheapest family ever that just shared the tub for 6 months? Or maybe not think that a normal conversation is telling people how your favorite part of video games is violently murdering people. That just makes you look like a crazy person. I don't know what these kids expect. Oh, I'm gonna tell them that I'm psycho, and then it's gonna be edgy and cool, and everyone's gonna like me. No one's gonna like you if you pretend to be a psychopath, because people are gonna think that you're actually a psychopath, dude. You're actually nuts. But, yeah, that's the last time I ever went out on a limb for anybody that I didn't think really deserved it again. Being a good person only gets you so far if the people you're being a good person for are psychotic and definitely are just going to backstab you the first moment you can. Keep an eye on people, make sure you're not getting manipulated, all that good stuff. But on that note, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've ever had an experience like this where you were trying to be a nice person to somebody and they totally just took advantage of you and backstabbed you. It happens pretty often, and it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't lose any sleep. Everybody has rough experiences, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, if a kid smells bad, A, plug your nose. B, maybe don't get so close to him. Maybe that was my problem. The stench was assigned to stay away, and I didn't listen. No, I got closer. closer to the smell, and what met my nose was a putrid display of what happens when the worst of people is brought out. Follow me on Twitter at ScrubbyVivo, Instagram at Scrubby_YT. Those are all great ways to keep in touch. And yeah, on that note, I hope you guys all have incredible days. Don't get anyone pregnant. And if you do, make sure they're absolutely incredibly hot and don't smell like Doritos. I'm out. Peace.